Live. This is one for the record. I'm Diana, and today is the 4th of July, 2012. It is Wednesday evening, and here is your update, your noisy update for today. We'll go into, let's see what we got coming up first. We'll go into the watchers first. Hundreds of wildfires burn across Russia. Smoke reaches Mongolia. Solar activity increased to high levels. July 4th, 2012. Summary. Deadly flash floods and landslides hit northern Turkey. Oh, my internet's so slow. Another strong M-class solar flare, again 5.3 from region 1515 plus a M2.3. That was today. Power outages in D.C. area, still today. New tropical storm forming in eastern Pacific near Mexico. Biosphere reserve burning near Sofia, Bulgaria. And that's it for right now for that one. Okay, let's see if I do this right now. It's so slow. I'm sure there's not a lot of people on there. This is just a slow provider, I guess. Yes, Max, you hear the boom booms outside. We have the windows closed. Heads up, make sure your pets are inside. Don't forget the pets, the cats. If you gotta, put them in the bathroom. If you're afraid they might get out, double secure them. Put them in the bathroom. Close the door so they won't get out the front door. What's that knocking noise? What is that? It must be the fireworks. Alright, let's see how slow that goes. Alright, moving on. Let's go to the Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. Seeds of World War III. Hezbollah and Iran say they will fight with Assad to defend Syria against any invasion. U.S. increases military presence. Turkey recovers pilots' bodies, and that's on Wednesday. Hottest temperatures ever on Earth. And that was on June 25th, 2012. Scientists created the hottest temperature ever in the lab, 4 trillion degrees Celsius, hot enough to break matter down into the kind of soup that existed microseconds after the birth of the universe. They used a giant atom smasher at the U.S. Department of Energy's Brookhaven National Laboratory in New York to knock gold ions together to make the ultra-hot explosions. 4 trillion. Oh, that's very nice. And what would and how did you contain 4 trillion? degrees Celsius. Anything that might endanger the earth, right, scientists? Unknown disease kills 61 children in Cambodia. Rare cholera outbreak killed 3 in eastern Cuba. That was a couple days ago. New Zealand 7.0 earthquake was strongest to strike the region in 119 years, the 7.0 earthquake. Alrighty then. Some of the things these scientists do, you know you can do it, but should you do it, you know? Alright, that's the Extinction Protocol 2012. Let's see if we got anything on SOT.net. I tried to turn the sound up as much as I could. Some of my listeners, you might have to get external speakers, because I'm right in front of the microphone. I can't hold it up to my face. Alright. Let's try SOT.net. I keep pushing buttons. It takes a long time. Makes me upset. And this is the high-speed internet. 4 major Wyoming. Look at this. Of course, it's going to move. Let's see. 4 major Wyoming wildfires destroy structures, force evacuations. Death of the birds and the bees across America. I already reported on that. No, nothing else new that I see so far. So we're done with SOT.net. Moving on. We're almost done. I know you guys want to go out to your parties. Make sure if you're working tonight, keep your uniform on. If you're bringing home booze, make sure it's in the trunk of your car. Have everything ready for a checkpoint. Make sure someone else is driving your car. They know where your insurance is and everyone's driver's licenses. Just make sure you have a designated driver. All the checkpoints are out tonight. Heads up. Drive safe. Don't go out if you don't have to, but since you want to, you know, make sure you have the designated driver. Or if not, just make sure you're ready for any checkpoint or anything. And if you're working, put your uniform on, because then they'll leave you alone. Most likely they'll know where you're coming from. And make sure you know where your insurance is at, no matter what happens with that. And your driver's license. Asahi. MOX reactor to restart this month in Japan. 9 fault lines run underneath. Isn't that nice? Isn't that very responsible? I'm not going to keep commenting on it. We know it's liability. That's the word, liability. Heads up, insurance companies. Are you actually insuring this? Financial Times covers Japan protests. Public has shifted significantly against nuclear power and have taken to streets. Opposition has grown considerably. Protesters from all walks of life and age groups. Also today, WSJ, Fukushima Daini. Now this is a different one. It's not Daiichi. Fukushima Daini still receives lots of radioactive fallout from Fukushima Daiichi. We are focused on ensuring Unit 4 is kept in a stable condition and fixing the 3 other units at Fukushima. And that's TEPCO saying this. TEPCO, we are focused on ensuring Unit 4 is kept in a stable condition and fixing the 3 other units at Fukushima Daiichi. Oh, but why can't you fix Fukushima Daiichi? Huh, TEPCO? You're shifting to Daiichi now? Didn't you say it was stable all this time? You kept saying it was stable for about a year, weren't you? Heads up. When they say they're keeping things stable, heads up. You have a bad track record, TEPCO. And so does the government over there, reporting on what's going on to their people. Interview. I fear radiation, and so does everyone in my community. Decontamination has gone nowhere after a year. That was today. Also, local official, be part of Hydrogia revolution from anywhere. Test dust from your air conditioner. Evidence to prepare for medical lawsuits is right above your head. Oh, well, heads up. People are going to start suing now. People need to physically remove the people in charge. Physically remove them, and put them out of work. That's it. They're done. Go throw them all in jail. Those are crimes against humanity. And the ones that didn't report on it, that knew about it, that is guilt by association, and there's another word for it. You guys will know it. I can't think of it right now. I'm so pissed off at this Fukushima crap. Wall Street Journal. You're aiding in that's what it is. You know what? TEPCO and the government are both aiding and abetting. How about that one? How about we go back to the gold standard? Or where's all our gold? That's all there is to it. Oh, and I like the way we all owe trillions of dollars. No, we don't. Because remember, we're democracy here. We vote on everything. We never voted to actually owe the government anything. They spent the money. They owe us. Better turn the table. No one has $1 trillion debt except for the people who spent the money without our permission. How's that one? And to go off the gold standard. Now, since we are a corporation, American government is a corporation. File bankruptcy, go back on the gold standard, and bring all the jobs back home, and that's the end of it. You understand that? Obviously, a corporation is a person. A person can declare bankruptcy. I just can't do anything for another 7 years or 10 years. Right? So just declare bankruptcy. All the countries in the world declare bankruptcy. Go back to gold standards and reprint whatever, new money now. That's all you have to do. It's not that hard. Write it off. Just write it all off. Not that easy? Sure it is. Declare bankruptcy. That's it. You're going to hide under the umbrella of being a corporation? Then go under bankruptcy. Or the American people will class action suit that we never voted on this to happen, and then we don't owe it. I never said it was alright. Hey, you watching, did you say it was alright for them to lose that money? No. Let whoever decided to do whatever they did with that money, uh, they're responsible now. That's all. And they have the money to pay it back. Let them pay it back. Otherwise, this corporation is declaring bankruptcy. That's what I say. There's your consulting for today. My free consulting to you. And you think I'm wrong for saying that? How many people out there feel that each one of us owes like $500,000? We never voted on that. We never said we did. You can tell us we owe all kinds of stuff. We never voted on it, and we never agreed to it. I don't know who agreed to that, but I'm sorry. That's just mismanagement. And since you're like a person, declare bankruptcy. Don't try to push it on anybody else. Sorry about that. But all of us don't own anything. Oh, we don't own it. Yeah, we don't own anything either. We don't owe anything. That's what I say. Oh well. So that means everybody owes 500,000. That means all the police officers, all the politicians, all the ambassadors, everyone that's here in this country, every American, including all the rich ones out there, you elite, you also owe $500,000. Everybody owes $500,000, and you owe it too. You're not going to pay it, and no way we're going to pay it. So declare bankruptcy, and that's the end of it, and change back to the gold standard and bring all the jobs home. And that's it, and we'll call it a day. How's that? We'll just call it a day, and all the bankers have enough money to do whatever else they want for the rest of their lives. And a few millenniums, they're fine. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong. It's a win-win situation. Alrighty then. That's my opinion. Alright, I know what I voted on. I never voted on that. Alright. Watch. Inside the center of where it all began, Japan's massive weekly protest started with a few sweet ladies from Fukushima in a tent, now 300th day of occupied Tokyo on Friday. Alright, that's the end of that. Was that today? That was yesterday. Alrighty then. That's all the news I have for today. I'm sure there's more zombie news out there somewhere. If I find it, I'll put it up. It's all kinds of other stuff. So you have a wonderful 4th of July. Be safe. Have all identifications ready to go. Do not drive drunk. Have a designated driver. And if anything, if you're partying at a friend's house, just don't go out till tomorrow morning when it's all over. Alright, take care and be safe. And wear your uniform. It's 3 days down. Only 2 to go before the weekend again. Hang in there. We're getting there.